Hi team, it's Fitz, your fitness expert from fitzness.com, and today I want to talk to you about why I've chosen to be bald. Now, I haven't really chosen to be bald. I've chosen chemotherapy, which is required to kill the dang cancer sitting inside of me, and it's also killing a bunch of other really good stuff inside of me, including my hair. So I would not probably choose bald for myself. I'm someone who prefers very, very long hair. However, I've chosen not to hide my bald head, and that's probably more of the subject. I have quite a few friends that are either going through this or went through this, and they have said that they were envious or that they couldn't go bald, they wish they could, but basically they're embarrassed about the way they look, and they feel like they need to hide it. And I get being insecure. There's been many times where before I've walked out of my house or my hotel room, I've had to take a huge deep breath just to get out the door. And people have thought that I'm super cocky and super confident with this head of mine, and I'm not. I'm just, you know what? I like looking pretty. I do. And I certainly don't feel like I'm at my best, but I also am more than just my looks. And I don't think anyone in my world has ever chosen me based on my looks. So I had considered wearing wigs when I first was diagnosed. I just thought, well, that's the route people go, and I'll give it a shot. But what I found, I did go into a wig store and I tried a few on, and what I found is that they were uncomfortable and they made me sad. And I do not do unhappy very well. In fact, I'm terrible at sad. It's one of my least good skills. Dealing with sadness, not my favorite. A lot of people like drama. They like having something to gripe about. They love the pity, the sadness and stuff. It just doesn't work for me. So the wigs made me sad. They made me not feel like me, and I just thought, forget it. I'm not going to wear them. I have worn hats, but mostly because I'm cold all the time, and as you've probably seen me around, whether I'm on a stage in California or in a movie theater here in Florida, I get cold easily. So I've always worn fuzzy hats or trucker hats, things to just keep me warm, and some because I thought the hats were cute. Nonetheless, I have a little young friend. She's 10. She's wonderful. She said, "Are you embarrassed?" And the answer is absolutely not. I'm not, because I didn't do anything embarrassing. If I was a smoker, I'd be embarrassed. If I stole things, I'd be embarrassed. But this head of mine, it's not my favorite look, but I am not embarrassed. And so, ladies, there's no reason to hang your bald head in shame if you're stuck having one for a while. You know what? The other thing is, men don't ever hide their bald heads, and I think men look damn good bald. I've always been one of those girls who thought the shorter a man's hair was, the more attractive he is. So yeah, put the shame aside and wear your wigs. If you love them and they feel good and make you feel fabulous, then keep wearing them. But if they're uncomfortable and they make you feel sad, take them the hell off. You're better than that. You're bigger than that. There's nothing shameful about working hard to save your own life. And then on the flip side, it's super exciting to see some hair grow in. So mine, you can't even see because it's so blonde. I look like I still have nothing, but I have tons of blonde stubble. And this is what's happening. I'm having a few random hairs, and they've each grown like an inch. I have one up top I call Alfalfa. You can't see it because he's too blonde. There's one in the back. She's long. I just found her today. Long Lolita. So I'm naming the hairs. I could cut them off so everything would be uniform, but really, I am rooting on the champions, the ones who are breaking through and growing long, and I wish they would all just grow weirdly long in 2 minutes or 2 inches in one day, but apparently that's probably not going to happen. But nonetheless, I've not chosen to be bald. I've just chosen not to hide, and I feel good about that, and I'll feel great when all the hair comes back in. But I really, if anything, I'm hoping to help those of you who may lose your hair by force at some point to hold your head high and do what feels good as opposed to do what other people expect you to do. So, there you go. That's my 2 cents for today. Nonetheless, I love you all. I wish you all well. I hope you never have to go through it, but if you do, chin up. Bye, team.